Well, good afternoon, everybody. I know it's been a while. We've been busy, but it looks like not only can we see the light at the end of the tunnel, but we're actually in the light. We're basking in the light of it. We're finally getting towards the end of this journey, it looks like. Jan's doing wonderful. She's just healing from surgery and from chemo. She finished her radiation last week. She has 8 more boosters that she has to get, radiation boosters. Those are smaller doses, and today she's actually at the hospital where has her new job doing orientation, and she'll start her boosters in a couple of weeks, and at that point she'll be working at the hospital where she'll be getting the boosters, so it'll be much easier, and she can just go down to the cancer center and get it taken care of while she's working. We're finished with the traveling that we've been having to do for the past 6 weeks. I'm not complaining. Small price to pay for what we're trying to do. It's just taken its toll on everything from our house to obviously the plants. Even the puppies haven't seen us much over the past 6 weeks, it seems like. Big Angus is just taking a nap in the sunshine, enjoying the afternoon. I thought I'd come on and say hello again and show the plants one more time, and I'm going to be outside hopefully in a few weeks. I need to get back out in the shop here and mix up some nutrients, and I need to bring the camera out there today or tomorrow and do another video on my nutrients, show you exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and the results I'm getting. I'm very, very happy with how the plants are growing. But I am going to adjust a few things, and I just want to explain what I'm doing. I get so many questions about nutrients, and I love to talk about nutrients. But anyway, Jan's doing great. She's just, like I said, just recuperating, and I'm just taking advantage of a moment where I can speak and move at the same time. So I'm out here grabbing a camera and trying to document and show a little bit of about what's going on. The plants are doing great. They're just growing and growing. Already the higher temperatures and the longer length of day is already triggering hormones, and I can already see quite a change in the plants. All the phals that have been blooming for several months now are still blooming. I've only had 1 or 2 that are starting to drop, or have dropped their blooms, or are starting to drop their blooms, but for the most part they're all still blooming, and many of them are branching out additional spikes and more spikes with more buds on them. Don't seem to be slowing down. I'm just feeding and feeding and feeding and feeding, trying to keep up with it. I've only had a couple of plants with a leaf issue, and those have been some that I've struggled with already, so I was kind of expecting that a little bit, but for the most part they're doing great. One of the things I was trying to do was not just get a higher bloom count and more spikes, additional spikes, and get larger blooms and better scent, etc., but I wanted to see how long I could get these blooms to last, because longevity of the blossoms is also something that's part of that whole nitrogen process with getting these guys to bloom properly. And the longer you can keep the nitrogen to them, the longer they'll hold on to these blooms also, and less likely to start eating or senescing themselves by eating those lower leaves and absorbing those flower spikes. So I've been keeping the nutrients to them, letting them drink as often as I can. And I'm the first one to raise my hand and say over the past 6 weeks, they have been horribly, horribly neglected. Horribly neglected. I'm sure some of these plants have had to get in their reserves a tiny little bit because I just have not been around enough to be able to get them really good, long, heavy soaks. But I'll take more of them out and put them in the shop and show them better. But today I just wanted to give it a quick view, explain what was going on again. Thank everybody for all the kind words and all the thoughts and the concern from the last videos. I appreciate it. We're all doing well. Everybody's doing well. But let me show you around. Like I said, they're still blooming so strong. Big clusters still, and just adding to their blooms, it seems like. The ones that aren't blooming are just really heavily starting new shoots, new canes, new bulbs, and large growth. Lots of root growth as well. This is that's that Paphiopedilum, the slipper I have, but look at the bloom spike on that. Beautiful. It's over a foot tall, the spike is. Big bud on it. Really excited, waiting for that one to open up. PLC Windward Flare seems to always have a bloom. This one just opened a couple of days ago. Seems to always have a blossom on it. Another little foul. That's a good example of where they're still branching off and stretching their spikes out even more, developing more buds. This one's still blooming. Beautiful, beautiful cluster still. I'm really, really happy, not just with the size of the blooms I have, the number of spikes, but now these guys have been blooming for months and months, and I'm really just tickled to see how long they're going to hang on and how well they're doing it too. The blossoms are lasting. Beautiful scent on them. Like I said, I need to dig them all out where I can show you guys a little bit better detail instead of just kind of scanning over them. I notice that Chan Chow, Dendrobium Chan Chow, has a great big flower spike on it. All the Oncidiums have new growths. All the Dendrobiums have new growths. The phallus seem like they're kind of going into a dormant state at this point. They've been blooming really hard. Now they're kind of transitioning, and I think they're going to start growing leaves and stuff here again soon. But still blooming hard. That's one of the little ones I have that's having a leaf issue. But the rest of them are doing great. No signs of leaf issues, no signs of any problems. Just blooming and blooming. Beautiful, beautiful growth. The big white one with all the spikes is dropping some of its flowers. I'm feeding it and feeding it. The idea now is to see if I can get it to hold on to some of those flower spikes. We've got 7, 8 spikes. I want to see if I can't get it to hold on to some of those so we can increase our chances of getting a better bloom next time around. But also I want to see if I can't maintain this plant's reserves, what little bit of reserves we've got pumped up into. I want to see if we can't maintain that. But once just continually sends out more buds and more buds, I've noticed, branching off both the little flower spikes. This one's doing the same thing. It bloomed for 9 months or 10 months last year, so I'm curious to see if it'll do the same thing. It's growing hard, blooming like crazy. They're all just still blooming, doing beautiful. There's one that's faded. I'm not facing the right direction, so I can't, you can't see the flowers as well. It's been an absolute treat all winter long to, excuse me, all winter long to have these flowers that just continually bloom and bloom and bloom. It's just been really, really nice. That big phallus got a big, big fat spike over here with big buds, doing well. Angus is taking a nap, enjoying the sunshine. I don't show a lot of the plants over here, and again, because of the strong light, it's hard to see them. These guys are all kind of facing the wrong direction. And I haven't done much with the rack this year. Again, it's been a busy winter. Most of the plants over here, these smaller ones, are seedlings, as I call them. They were flask babies a couple of years ago, and they're still what I would consider seedlings, but they're very small. But they are growing well, really good root systems, and seem to be showing some really neat characteristics. I need to sit down one afternoon and go over them. And I get a lot of questions about growing the little seedlings too, and what I do for them. But I kind of just treat them pretty much like all the other orchids. They just like to be fed more often. And I mean, if you could feed them every day, I think they'd be happy. They don't ever seem to get enough water or get enough food. This is the other one of the other big phals, Kaleidoscope. This is one that dropped its blooms too, finally. Like I said, there's only been a couple, and now I've got to make sure I can get it to hold on to the flower spike. I'm expecting it to start growing leaves any day, but I don't want it to do it at a cost of a flower spike, so it's getting food often. Brassavola nodosa is doing good, and Cyclia is. And Cyclia cordigera has a nice flower spike popping out on it. That'll be a first-time bloomer for me. Really pretty plant. Another nodosa, another Encyclia with a lot of good growth on it. It's just begging to go outside, get started. New shoots on the Dendrobium. I think that's called Dendrobium Bruce Gordon. I think that's it. Maybe I said that wrong. Bruce Gordon, yes. Just lots of little bit of growth. Even the Vanda's gotten some really nice growth on it, but not good lighting to show you right now. These are my two Maxillera tenfolias I have, and this one I've had since the beginning. It's probably one of the third or fourth plants I ever got, but it was much, much smaller. It's got a lot of growth on it this past winter, and seems to be doing much, much better. Both these guys are planted in little cedar baskets with, excuse me, cypress wood chips, and a tiny little couple of pieces of lava rock in there to stabilize it. This one I got from Raphael at Taming the Orchid, sent this to me as a gift last spring, and it has beautiful blooms on it. This is a first-time bloomer for me, and I'm amazed at how strong the coconut scent is on these. Just absolutely just amazed. This one only has 2 blooms on it, but being such a small plant and still getting its growth in, I was kind of surprised it bloomed, but it's doing really well. This one, it looks like has lots of bud spikes down there, lots of little buds forming. It just seems to be behind this one a little bit, but I'm anticipating a good bloom off that one too. We'll see. But I'm doing very well. Really, really happy with it. And such a pretty little flower. Just a beautiful flower. And the scent is gorgeous. And sleeping puppies. Well, again, just a quick peek and just a quick hello, everybody. And I'm sorry again for the lack of content. There's lots to talk about as far as nutrition goes, because things are changing every day. I'm increasing my nitrogen levels as I speak almost. I'm giving these guys a little bit more. I mean, a month ago I was giving them, 30-35% of my mix was calcium nitrate. Now it's a little bit more. I'm slowly increasing my nitrogen levels, so I need to get my nutrients out and sit out the bench one afternoon with the meters and stuff and sit down and talk with everybody. And I'd love to do a live show doing that one afternoon so I could really answer some questions possibly. And we'll see. That little flower that I touched just a minute ago just fell off. That little dead one that was hanging there. Just decided to jump off. Anyway, we'll get back to it. It looks like we're going to maybe get a break here and get down to a normal routine for the first time in 5 years. Jan's been a student for years, it seems like, and we've just been, every day she's either at school or at work or studying or something, so we've never had, it doesn't seem like we haven't in a long time had just an opportunity just to sit and just get a normal routine, and we're looking forward to it. Anyway, thank you for all the kind words, all the thoughts, the support, the prayers, the messages. It all means the world to both of us. It gives us so much strength, and we're just counting our blessings, and so very happy to have so many friends and so much support around us. Anyway, better times ahead. Absolutely better times ahead. Anyway, again, thank you for everything. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And have a great day, everybody.